Hi everyone, welcome to Itza Nails. In today's video I'm going to show you how I went from this previous fall set that I had to this new winter colder kind of looking set with preserving the original nail tip. So if you want to see, stay tuned. So to start off, to remove the previous set, I'm going to be using my electric nail file and these ceramic safety nail bits that I got from Amazon. I think I have a whole video about them. If I do, I'll link it up at the top. But briefly, I love them. I think it makes it so much easier. I think I even like it more than my other nail bits. What are they called? They're not the ceramic, but they're... Anyways, I'm sorry, I'm spacing out, but I love these. And this set of ceramic nail bits came in different types. For example, the first one that I was using was the safety bit, which has the rounded tip. And then this one is the coarse, just regular bit, which has the straight edge. But anyways, after I've removed everything, as you can see, I managed to do it without damaging the nail tip that I used since my first set, which I loved. Anyways, what you saw me use before was a nail dehydrator that is made at home. So if you guys want more information on how to do one, just let me know. And then the nail primer. And then I'm just showing you that I'm going to be using clear acrylic with my monomer, very thin layer to protect the natural nail. This is one of the reasons that I always do this when doing a set. I put a thin layer of clear acrylic because it does make it easier when removing the previous design. You have a barrier, a thin barrier of protection from your natural nail and any decoration or acrylic colors that you use. Therefore, one, it does not stain your natural nail. Two, when you're filing away, you don't have to go deep into the nail because it's only sitting on top of clear acrylic. And for example, in this one here, I'm using all these glitters, and so it would be so much trouble to remove if I would just put it directly onto my nail instead of just putting it and filing it on top of that clear acrylic layer that I put. Now keep in mind, your clear acrylic just needs to be a nice thin layer. Don't go on building the nail with that. And I'm going to be using, by the way, that glitter mix that I showed you right now is just something that I mixed up, mixing a bunch of glitter iridescent dots and fine glitter and all that. But now I'm going to be using this Sweet Cheeks glitter is the color, or the name of this colored acrylic, and it is a beautiful color. It kind of, I wanted something cool to remind me of winter. We haven't had snow yet, but we have had some cold days, and I really wasn't sure where I was going with this design, and so the colors kind of came to me last minute. But for sure, I know I wanted something iridescent, semi-transparent, so that is why I'm using this glitter that you see here. So this is the perfect angle for you to see on my thumb, for example, that when I do my nails and I decorate them and I do colors and all that, I don't necessarily do it thick. I just put whatever is required to get the opacity or the look that I want, but I don't build the thickness with my decorations or my colored acrylics, because decorations and colored acrylics tend to be a little bit more expensive sometimes, and so I build the thickness and protection of the nail with my clear when I'm encapsulating. So that's just a quick tip to help save a little bit of money and even time sometimes. But yeah, by the way, a lot of people have asked what brush am I using. I usually have only used Alpha brush. I really like them. They're economical. This is the brush that I used here in this video. I actually pinched it. I like them flat, and so that's why I use them this way. Also, going back to the thickness of the nail, I want to clarify and explain what it is that I mean. I basically mean like building the apex and the right structure of the nail. You can see in the previous frame how the nails look kind of flat, and I have heard people say or tell me like, oh, I like my nails to be flat, I don't like them thick. Well, there's a reason to why they're quote unquote thick. Now there's a difference between actually like structure wise and then when people do them too thick, and then that's not right, nor does it look aesthetic. But in this case, what I'm referring to when I said thickness, I meant like the apex, to give it structure and so that it wouldn't break off as easily and then damage your nail as it breaks off. And then the longer the nail, the enhancement is, then that's when you even more have to pay attention to the apex. But as you can see, like for example in my thumb, you can kind of tell how flat the nail looks, and even here in my index finger as it's pointing to you, it looks flat. But I don't worry, like I said, to build my structure of my nail at this point. I'm only putting the decoration. One, I use less decoration, which means I save more. And then two, because I build the actual structure and apex of the nail with my clear acrylic. But anyways, you guys saw me use that pink color blend acrylic color to make like a gradient with the gray, which surprisingly I liked how it looked. That gray and that pink, that exact shade, I really like it. And so now this is where you see me cap my nail or encapsulate my nail with the clear acrylic, and I make sure that it has the correct structure, the correct apex. If you guys want more information on this, let me know and I'll be more than glad to make a video better explaining this, hopefully. Hopefully, because sometimes I tend to make things worse, honestly. Now for the fun part, I'm going to start to do this swirl marble kind of look, and I'm mixing like all the three colors that I use, the main colors, which is the purple, oh my goodness, the gray, the pink, and the white. I do suggest working in tiny portions and tiny areas, because to get that actual marble effect, if you work in too much of a big area on a small surface, especially at first, you might not get it right. Another tip I want to give you guys is make sure that your bead is wetter than normal. That way it'll give you that time and flexibility to move and swirl those colors together. It has to be a little bit wetter, just not too runny to the point where it's going all over the place. Another thing, like you see me do here, is after I've done the swirled, is try to avoid dragging the color. Rather just pat. Otherwise, if you drag, you're gonna end up messing the effect and you won't be able to tell that it's a swirl. And in all honesty here, a mistake that I made, and it was something avoidable, was I was not pouring more monomer. I just didn't want to pour more for some reason, and I should have. See, later on I'm like, okay, what am I doing here? I realized, like, come on, get it together. And so I did use more monomer, and then after the design dried, I went ahead and started encapsulating. Anyways, guys, I do hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I think it came out pretty wintry. It reminds me of kind of icicles shimmering in the in the sun. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, please comment down below and also put a thumbs up. Share this video with everyone you know and might find this useful, fun, or entertaining. And let me know whatever you want to see next, what kind of colors you want me to use. But anyways, have a very nice time. Until then, take care.